Consumers want natural. You want affordable and effective. Everyone wins when you breed with Affimilk heat detection. Reliable heat-based breeding for high preg rates. That's the power of Affimilk.
Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Dairy Magazine, reporting to you here today from Tulare, California, here with Matt Wolf, visiting from Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Dairy producer, livestock, right?
That's exactly right. So located in Windthorst, Texas, a small dairy community where my family dairy farms and has been dairy farming for quite a while.
Now, what brings you here to Tulare?
So I'm here on behalf of Ever.Ag. I've worked with quite a few producers on managing risk. There's been a hot topic here recently. For the longest time, it's been DRP, Dairy Revenue Protection. Right now, the main focus is LRP, so Livestock Risk Protection. Basically, we're looking at managing risk on all these day-old prices. Also, for guys that are retaining ownership on these beef on dairy animals, why not look into 2024 at these all-time high prices and set a floor or a minimum out there?
So basically this LRP, right? This is a program that's been around for some time, but there's more interest in it today, or more that our California dairy producers can get out of it because of the greater interest in beef, the investment in beef with the way the markets are going. I think dairy producers, they're used to the ups and downs of the market with milk prices, for one thing, right? Just because something's up right now doesn't mean it's going to be, as far as beef markets go, that doesn't mean it's just going to keep going that way. So I think, maybe as they're looking into this, they might be a little bit concerned, right? Because it could change at any time, and this program could be of benefit to them and ensuring their investment.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Everybody remembers the high prices on these day-old calves that we experienced back in 2014. And everybody knows high prices cure high prices. And the last thing we want to do is, especially when the milk price isn't worth very much, we don't want these day-old prices to fall out of bed. So we're able to look into the future, look through 2024. And if you do so, and if you look at the futures price, as of now in the deferred months, we could look at gaining another 10 to 20 cents per pound on these animals, and that's what I'm looking to ensure. That's what I'm looking to do for all these dairymen, is basically manage the risk of that fluctuation on day-old prices and ensure that we could get prices, these high prices, these all-time high prices through 2024. So extend that time frame more than just a few months.
So tell us a little bit more about how LRP works and what dairy producers might want to know about investing in it.
Of course. So a lot of dairymen know DRP. That's been around for quite a few years. Dairymen have used that religiously in managing the risk on milk price. LRP works exactly the same. I like to call it actually a better product than DRP.
And it's also from, just like DRP, from the Risk Management Agency with USDA, right?
That's exactly right. It comes from the RMA, so it's subsidized by the government, just like DRP. There's no premiums due. There's no margins due. We settle up at the end of the sales date, 30 days after. So it adds quite a bit of flexibility to producers. It doesn't tie up any cash, and basically all we're doing is managing the risk on animals.
So as far as the price works and what's insured and what's not, can you tell us a little more of the specifics?
Yeah, so if we look at, retaining ownership on some of these dairy crosses, where do we get this price from? Well, if we look into the feeder cattle market, LRP is set based on the futures price. So if we're seeing a $2.60 price for the month of July or August, LRP will match up to 100% of that, and that's where your minimum is established. So any weakness, any decline in the market, LRP almost is already starting to pay out. So it's a really good program. It settles to a 7-day index versus a 3-month average like DRP does. So it really is a great product to at least look at and then slowly dive into on your operation.
Now, is there like a certain application deadline to get this coverage for, was it 2024?
Yeah, so we could look at 2024. As far as an application deadline, there's not one. We could sign up anytime. Basically, all we need is a little bit of information on the dairy side. So how do you sell your animals? What are we looking to hedge? Fat cattle, feeder cattle, unborn animals. LRP allows us to do all three. So it's just a little bit of paperwork on that side, which is what we take care of. And from there, we're good to go.
Right. Now, so here today, we had a great meeting where you were sharing some of these insights from Ever.Ag. So you are, in addition to many other things that Ever.Ag does, a provider of this kind of coverage, as well as other companies like yourself that offer this, right?
Yeah, of course, we offer this service to all of our dairy producers. We also offer it to all ranchers and cattlemen as well. Calf growers, feedlots, we offer it to all of them.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Matt, for taking the time, coming out here to California, visiting with our dairy producers. Read more about these things in California Dairy Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.